Bad Bowling 101. It's your boy, Sean. Today we're going to be throwing the Super Cuda PowerCor. The RG is 2.532. The diff is 0.04. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, participate in Coach C's. Pick a series every single Wednesday. Win a mystery ball of a brand of your choice. And let's get into some shots. All right. So to start with this ball, we're going to be lining up at 25 and play a little bit straighter, see how we like it. Look at that. Now, on that shot, I definitely got it a little outside, or a little inside. I shot a little bit inside, and it read just a hair high. So we're going to move the target out of board and do a better shot. First, we're going to pick up the spare. This is why I don't hook up my spares anymore. I forgot. Okay. So we're going to throw a better shot from 25, move our target out one. I got that wide. Oh, Brooklyn. You know, that's lefty in the building. Yeah. Right. Okay. So this time we're doing a little better shot than 25. Trying to get it as wide as I did in my last one. Let's see what we got. I like that one. Another Brooklyn. I didn't even get that one wide. I definitely came around that ball a bit more than I would have liked to. Trying to stay up the back of that more, get it farther down lane before it starts to make that turn. But so another shot from 25. We're gonna see how it reads. There we go. Yeah. Keep going, Brooklyn. So we're gonna move about 3 boards with my feet out to left with my feet out to 28 and see what we got there. Because at 25 we're hooking a little too much. Probably can we keep crossing over. So alright, so we're gonna line up at 28 with my feet and see what we got there on that shot. Oh, that was a good shot. I did everything that I wanted to. I hit my targets. My footwork, my pace was good, so the ball had enough speed to get down lane, and make the turn it needed to make. So predominantly with me, when I'm looking at a ball, what I wanted to do, is I really like to hook the ball, and I have quite a few revs on my ball. I like to get a ball that's going to get down lane and then make that turn in the back end, read in the back end, which this ball does phenomenally. We're gonna move over about 4 boards out to 31 and do some more shots out from there. We can see that ball get down lane and turn. Alright, so now we're out at 31. Still gonna play up the back of it a little bit, but not as much so. Oof, I got that ball out into the dry, so that definitely checked up really early. I got that ball really out there, which is why that checked up so much. We're gonna move that shot in a little bit and should get a pretty good result. But first, you always got to pick up your spares. So what we're going to do, we're going to keep our feet at 31. We're going to move our target in some, so that way we don't get it out into the dry and doesn't read as early. And see what we got there for a shot. So again, feet at 31, target about 17. There we go. That was a pretty good shot. Guy definitely got it out a little bit, which is why that read later than what I would have liked. But it still was able to get through, get that 10 pin out. We'll do a few more shots from 31. See from there. And we're gonna move left some more and throw some more shots. Again, 31, targeting 17. I like that. I definitely came around that ball a lot. I didn't even get that ball as much out into the dry as much as I did. I just came around that one a lot more than I did my last shot. Was not very up the back of that ball. Okay. So we're gonna pick up our spares like we always do. There we go. Left the 10 pin. That's also why I put my spare ball at those, so I can just go straight down it rather than leaving it up to making sure the ball gets all the pins rather than leaving up to the pins to get the pins, because that won't always work because sometimes the pins don't slide the way you actually want them to. So first shot from 31, gonna stay at the back of it. 31-17. There we go. Now that was a pretty fun shot. Not a great shot, but I mean, it got down lane and made that turn that I was looking forward to make. So the Super Cuda is a hybrid, and I really like hybrid bowling balls. Currently, my three of my favorite balls are the Super Cuda, the Track Stealth hybrid, and then the Verge hybrid. I really like all three of those. We're gonna definitely get into some shots with that, with the hybrid, with the Track Stealth hybrid later. We can see how those two compare and when I would be deciding to throw those, and what I like about both of them, and what I like the pros and cons of both. Yeah. Move over one more to 32. Get a good shot going. There we go. That's a little bit better shot. Went through, split the 9 and the 8, drove through. That's probably like an ideal shot if I'm being honest. So with that shot, we're gonna move. We're gonna jump another 3 boards. We're gonna jump over to 35 and see how it gets. See how that goes. Because like I said, I really like to hook the ball, so we're gonna move over to 35. Stop playing up the back of the ball. We're actually gonna get our fingers around that ball, and we're gonna watch it turn. So again, feet at 35. Fell off of that. Off my balance a little bit on that shot, but hopefully you were able to see the ball get down lane, make that turn. That's what I really like to see. That's what I really look for when I'm throwing a ball. Like I said, I like the ball that gets down lane and actually will turn that corner. Like when I start, I want a ball that's going to get down lane and turn that corner, even as I start to move left, right? Because you can always get a ball to move really well when you're farther right. But as you get left, it's nice to have a ball that's going to get down lane, turn that corner, and make its way back to the pocket. Right. So we're gonna throw another shot from 35. Not fall off at this time though. That shot was very slow. I slowed my feet down. I definitely slowed my feet down a lot on that shot. I didn't really dig in and push it. I didn't really dig into my power steps. So that shot was really slow, which is why you saw it check up really high. But we're gonna pick up our spare. Any dandy spare ball here. So feet are gonna land up at 40. We'll throw it over 25. Pretty straightforward. Pretty straightforward spare shooting. If you didn't see my spare shooting video that I did, that's how I pick up. That's when I land my feet up at 40, throw it over 25, and it'll, as long as I don't pull my shot, it'll always hit those spins. So shot from 35, we're really gonna dig in with our power step, keep the speed up on the ball. Last shot, got it a little slow. Woo! 7-10. That shot read really late. I kept that in the oil a little bit longer, so it read a little bit later. Left the 7-10. 7. I don't really know, but I did notice the ball hooked a little bit later than I would have liked. But I don't know. Maybe I can pick this up. That'd be a fun little clip. Nope. But we got our 10 pin. It's always good to have that 10 pin practice whenever you need it. We're gonna throw another shot from 35. Dig in. Another shot from 35. Dig in. We're gonna get it out a little farther so that way it'll read a bit earlier and not leave us 10 pin. I'll open up to 7-10. Oof. I drifted a lot on that shot. Drifted like 3 boards. That's not good. We do not want to drift. That will change the course of your shot and make your shot not as good. So I'll pick this up. Got it the hard way. No. I got it the hard way though. Had to pull out some of the old Abby math, you know. So again, we're gonna throw a shot for 35. Hopefully hit the target I'm looking at. Yeah, and that is reading a little late. That's definitely reading a little late. So we're I'm gonna move one more board. I'm gonna move one board right. Keep everything the same, and that should read just a touch earlier, so it can actually kick out that 10 pin. Right. Spare shooting with Sean once more. 42, 25. 42, 25. That's the way. The way to pick up your 10 pins consistently. But I mean, because you can do that with you can hook at that, throw straight at it, 42, 25, and that'll get you there. You can throw your strike ball, your spare ball, whatever it is, and you'll get to that 40. You'll get to your 10 pin if you're doing 42, 25. So like I said, we're gonna move in one board on this shot, and keep everything else the same. Get the ball to read just a touch earlier. That one was a touch too high. Almost left the 10 pin still, but just a touch too high. Left that 4 pin. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to move over from 35 to like 37, and then I'm going to just slow the ball down just a touch more and see how that looks. But more looks at my spare system that I like to use. Then feed on 10, throw it over 10, and you'll get it. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Feed on 10, throw it over 10. You'll get your 4 pins. Okay. Like I said, we're going to move my feet over to about 37, slow the ball down just a touch, and try to get that 10 pin kick out. Woo-wee. I got that a little wide. I got that shot a little wide, but I mean, it still turned that corner. That's also something I like to see the ball. Like if I can have that miss from outside, that I can miss outside and have it still turn the corner and come back. So what we're gonna do, we're also gonna throw some shots with my track stealth hybrid, so you can see why I like that and why I would throw that. We're gonna look at the pros and cons of that ball too, and talk about like when I would decide to throw that one. So my track stealth hybrid is drilled a little bit differently. It's rather than being 60 by 30.5 by 35. This one is 55 by 3.5 by 35. So it's going to read a little bit earlier down lane, but. Alright, so we're gonna start this ball off at about 32 and see what we got there. I mean, you can see a really smooth, and you can see that ball has like a really smooth motion. It was able to get down lane and make that turn while keeping a lot of energy. That's one reason I really like that. That's one reason why I really like this ball. It gets down lane really, really well, then turns that corner. So while again, every ball has its pros and its cons. Like the Super Cuda is definitely a lot stronger, right? We're gonna see that as I take a step over to 35, or I'll take a step over out to 35, where I just was with the Super Cuda, and we're gonna see that like the Super Cuda is a little bit stronger than the track stealth hybrid because it has a strong cover stock. We're gonna jump out to 35 with this ball, where I just was with the Super Cuda, and we're gonna see how it reads. I mean, even on that shot, even though I missed a touch inside, you can see it still got down lane, it still held, and it still turned that corner, and was able to carry at that 10 pin. Where the Super Cuda more than likely would have checked up high and maybe gone through the head pin or maybe a 4 pin. The track stealth was able to continue down lane and was able to continue down lane and it gets the pins. Okay. Or a little bit of a better shot from 35, get out where I was around the same place I was on the Super Cuda and see what we got there. And you see, we got that ball a little bit wider, about the same spot we were throwing the Super Cuda, but it didn't make that turn. This ball is definitely a ball. The track stealth is definitely a ball I'm getting into. The track stealth is definitely a ball I'm going to get into when there is a little bit more friction down lane, because it's going to have a stronger back end motion off the friction than the Super Cuda will. It's good, and it'll be able to get a little farther down lane before it actually starts to make that turn when the front starts to rattle as well. So pick up our spare. Pick up our spare. Pretty simple. Pretty straightforward. And then track self hybrid at 35. And see, while it is making its way to the pocket, it's not hitting as strong as Super Cuda would because it's not able to really make that turn in the back end. It's not making that turn off the friction in the back end like it usually does. Like whereas with the Super Cuda, I can be at 35, so that ball might actually overhook. So the Drexel hybrid is going to be a little bit weaker. So you're going to see that in like a bit later in the game, or maybe I'd even start with it and play a little bit straighter with it before getting into Super Cuda, before moving left and getting into the Super Cuda. So we're going to throw the shot here, 35. We're actually going to get around it a little bit more. Slow things down and break. See that ball turn. Let me see. When I slow everything down, that ball will make that turn and be in part of the lane. But there's times when I don't want to just slow everything down, or that's not the best course of action, right? Like if I only have my track self hybrid with me, yes, that'd be my course of action when I'm standing out at 35 with that ball and I'm seeing it's not coming back to pocket as strong as I would like. I would slow things down a little bit more, maybe come around it a bit more to actually make that turn. But if I had the Super Cuda, I could just stand at 35, throw in a way that's most comfortable, and get it to make that turn. Actually throw the ball down this time, not just speak the words and not do it. So actually throw the ball down and see what we got. There you go. When you slow the ball down, I slowed the ball down and actually made that read. But we're gonna go back into the Super Cuda. So stand out at 40 and go back to our most comfortable spot in my mechanic, like most comfortable spot bowling wise, with like speed and everything like that, and see how the Cuda reacts. So back in the Super Cuda, out at 40, and we're gonna go back to our being where I'm at the most comfortable. And you see, even at 40, even after at 40, when everything's quick, I'm throwing at my usual ball speed. The Cuda is still making that turn. It's a lot stronger overall than the track self hybrid is. Besides the multi hybrids, the track self hybrid doesn't have as strong of a cover. Whereas the Super Cuda is definitely getting down lane, making it turn the back end. So we're gonna throw another shot from 40. And you guys see it. I mean, the ball is getting down lane, making that turn, finishing well through the pocket, finishing with energy through the pocket, which I mean is amazing. I mean, especially for like a symmetrical bowling ball. I mean, a turn like being able to make that turn in the back end is something that you definitely expect more from something like an ASIM ball, like the Ion Pro Max. Like that's a like being able to get down lane and make that kind of turn. So something you could look at asymmetrical ball, not from a symmetrical volleyball. You know what I mean? So we're gonna do this last shot from 40. Still touch inside. Does not matter. Alright, so I mean, you guys saw it. That was the Super Cuda PowerCor by Kilometer 300. I mean, great bowling ball, especially as you move left. I mean, it still gets down lane, makes that turn, stores a lot of energy. I know that's going in my bag. You're gonna see that game 1, maybe game 2. I mean, I love it. But this has been Bad Bowling. Sean with the Super Cuda PowerCor, and I will catch y'all in the next one.